Let us sit comfortably with the hips pressed forward and the chest, the neck, and the head arranged in a straight line. We arrange the spine in an alert position, but without any strain. If you're sitting on a chair, make sure that the lower part of the back is pressed into the back. And otherwise, if you are on a cushion or on the floor, make sure that your seat is high enough so that the knees are not held up in the air. It is important at all times, but especially now, to feel that you are bathed in the divine presence. Let us pause a moment to feel that we are bathed in the divine presence. Let us feel this as a flood of bliss from above, progressively bathing top of the head and down through the head itself and the neck and the shoulders, all the way down to the tips of the fingers, soles of the feet and the toes. This divine nectar of bliss in which we bathe is like the mother's love. It flows over us without expecting any rewards, simply divine grace flowing. Once we feel this, the sense of gratitude, let us expand this feeling to all three worlds. That is, this world, this earth, that which transcends all things, and the interspace between. To sanctify everything with the sound symbol Om that vibrates within us, that rises up within us and extends, giving everyone the benefit of purity, goodness, and love. Let us continue repeating a mantra. If you haven't got a mantra from a teacher or a favorite mantra, then mentally repeat Om and think and concentrate on its meaning. Let us make a recollection of all the events that happened in the preceding 24 hours. Maybe we won't go back so far, but certainly the time of our waking moment. Let us recall all the activities that we did, whether good, virtuous, bad, or selfish, whether kind, generous, loving, whether the thoughts were the highest, noblest kind, or whether it was an unkind word, an unkind thought. Let us recall those moments where we forgot the inmost divinity of all things. Let us put them all together and compress all that time into a single few moments and transform them into flower offerings that we offer that one that is the source of all our being. In surrendering like this, we don't present ourselves in our ego image. We present ourselves in all humility, thinking that the source is greater than our finite body. The source is greater than our finite mind. The source is greater than the universe itself. This source is far away and yet near. It is quicker than the speed of light. By the time we reach the edge of infinity, it is there already ahead of us. It is subtle, and yet it is immense. It is pure existence, and it is here, and it is now. Let us present ourselves physically before this entity, understanding that this body that we use for important purposes is no more than a collection of tiny, minute, vibrating atoms. And it is one as a total body of 8 billion other human bodies. It is a collection of organic cells that is one of countless species, from the ant and the worm all the way up to the cosmic mind. And so when we review all our thoughts going through the mental field, we can see that they are simply ripples in the huge cosmic framework of waves. Let us now withdraw our attention from this mind. Let us become the eternal witness of meandering thoughts that come and go. And further, let us withdraw deep within the complex network of cells that we call the body, leaving both body and mind behind. Let us go into the inner sanctum. In this inner place, this Holy of Holies, neither body nor mind exists. And yet I feel an urge to express my individuality. And so we can traverse body and mind to inner spirit and back again easily. If I retain the ego with the body and the mind and its history, then let us be prepared to be a child, being bathed and nurtured by a loving mother, innocent of all complexities, of all the peaks and troughs of life. Let us be simple like a child. For what else can we be? We are dependent. Our breath and our breathing apparatus is supplied to us. All the energy that arrives at our substation of mind comes to us, is provided to us. The whole universe is our home for. Our physical bodies are made from stardust, chemical elements assembled together and infused with life. What belongs to us? Nothing. No body, no mind. Just as an innocent child is born with no understanding, we too, despite the fact that we think we have a status and a history, personality characteristics, physical attributes, in relation to the totality, we know nothing. It is like sitting and gazing at the distant mountains, admiring all the cracks and crevices, the steep climbs and the valleys, but not understanding anything else there or beyond it. Our ignorance is immense, and yet we purport to have knowledge. We are, as it were, as devoid of knowledge as a child. In this innocent simplicity, let us approach once more this inward holy of holies and sink down deep into it as if we were going back to the first dawn of human light. Let us discover where we have come from in this journey. Let us sink down deeply into our own essence, leaving all the waves behind. Let us feel the warmth of divine light bathing us. Let us feel the warmth of divine love nurturing and caring for us, gazing upon us, as it were, with loving concern. Let us drink the nectar of divine bliss that is always there, obscured only by the darkness of our ignorance. Let us feel only the contentment of pure being. One without a second. Giving us also the freedom to expand that, as it were, to a world of names and forms within space and moving within time. What we call life is like a movie. We are free to watch it. And once we know we are not that, we are free to engage in it with the new outlook of knowledge. Let us go back and review all the things we thought of and did today. Let us take this knowledge in this meditation so that we can formulate a better approach tomorrow. Let us have our eyes opened so that wherever we look, whatever we hear, whatever we encounter by touch or taste or smell, is only this manifested, fragmented divine spirit, whose essence and beauty we only relate to as a simple child with no cares, no worries, no concerns, for we are carried. We don't have to worry what tomorrow will bring, or even the next hour, or the next minute, or the next second. For it is all arranged for us, for our benefit and our freedom. What clothes to wear, we don't worry. What food will come, we won't worry. What type of people will come into our field, we won't worry. What kind of events will come, We look forward to being surprised. Let us be thankful that with the background and depth of knowledge, we are able to see the world differently as a divine display, a display of waves. And as long as we use the eyes, and as long as we confine our vision to the small place of the world, our world, not understanding the vastness of the world itself, we are only seeing a tiny portion of a fraction. So let us go back to where we started. Let us allow ourselves to be bathed in the divine nectar of loving bliss. Let us feel it expanding within our heart. Let us feel it all around. Let us feel it from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Let us find this in every corner, in every space, in every moment. Let us find it in every part and particle. And let us feel a sense of adoration, wonder, and thankfulness.